morning everyone. I'm told we are all from Optcl and we have joined very newly to this organization. We shall talk about the regulatory process and tariff realization. And this I'm told is a course on construction management. So construction management is certainly very important as it goes with many other aspects of power system. Once you have through with construction, you have to realize the tariff and maintain the asset for a very long time. Has anyone told you what is the life of an asset in transmission system?
25 to 30 years.
30, not 40, 35. All right. How do you plan a transmission system? Have you thought about it, or has anyone told you? Do you have a wing called power system planning within Optcl, or will it go anywhere? Very briefly talk about it. Okay, so that you are at least able to understand how does it go. 5 minutes for that. When you plan a transmission system, first aspect that we have to know is what is the projected load growth. Okay, this you have to plan or you have to see for a period of time. There are 2 or 3 types of plans that we normally think of. One is a short term, one is a long term, and one is a medium term also. The load projection you have to see from something called Electric Power Survey, EPS, which is published by Central Electricity Authority. Okay. Now, when you look at load growth, this is not the only document that you refer to. You also have to see what has been the growth of, let us say, Odisha, for that matter, and how the load growth has taken place. Okay. The load growth projection is the first thing that you have to see. Once you are, let us say you are sitting in 2022, you are planning something, let us say you want to evacuate a large generating station, 2000 megawatts. Now you should then know what is the time frame of that. Maybe 5 years or whatever. Then at that point of time, what shall be the transmission system will be like? Because new schemes keep coming. And with that, what shall be the load growth and what shall be the generation available? So you should know these things. One is you should know what is the generation available. What is the transmission system at that point of time, and what shall be the load demand. For demand, you should refer to EPS and your own growth projection. You also have to consider the load growth which is projected by ERLDC. You have heard about it? So ERLDC will also be doing some exercises and you have to take some data from them so that you are able to have a greater wisdom of the grid as to how the projection, how the load growth is likely to take place. You have to know the transmission system, what shall be available at that point of time, and what is the generation availability at that point of time. Let us say you are having a large generating scheme which is likely to come in future. You have to know the time frame, and also you have to know what are the other generations which are coming in a similar time frame. So these, once they are known, you have to formulate what is called, you have to simulate it in a what is termed as load flow simulation. Okay. Have you heard of this term load flow or studies? You have to conduct power flow studies on that. Based on your studies, the planned transmission system, which is actually there is no strict mathematical formula for that, but you have to keep running this one after another by picking up certain logical cases which are able to give you a picture that a transmission system is such that is adequate to evacuate the power which is coming out of respective generation and is able to take the power to the respective demand centers. Okay. Once you are through with this, at least you will know that these are the likely transmission elements that need to be added. This is how the load flow studies are performed to evolve a planned transmission system, to evolve a transmission system, and based on this, the respective activities further, which is construction and its maintenance, they follow. Okay. So prior to any construction, these are the essential exercises that need to be done. Okay. If you do not understand anything, please interrupt, because this is one of the first talks which is coming in your life once you have graduated upon. So it is essential that you understand this. My talk today is not technical. It is basically on a very logical ground, and which is actually important these days for anyone to understand, because the tariff, regulatory process, all these things are playing a very important role these days. And it is good that you are you have come here and able to deliberate upon these issues. But these things are important because these are something which everyone should know. All the OPTCL engineers should know how a transmission system is evolved. If need be, I will deliberate upon it a little more if time is left. But before that, understand what is power. Once you go into regulatory process, we should know how power is dealt on a day-to-day basis as far as the societal issues are concerned. See, power is, who do you feed power? You feed to the consumer. That is why you produce power. Alright. So consumer is something which is very important. But this is something, please understand, it is not like selling chocolates and toffees and bread. This is a regulated market. You make power and you sell power to a consumer. Okay. Now all these things I am speaking from the viewpoint that power, since it plays a very key role in development of the entire society and nation at large, it is referred in the concurrent list. Have you heard of concurrent list? What is concurrent list? Sorry?
So both state and center has it.
And where do you mention this list?
Constitution?
Yes. I'll rub this off. Now, what does concurrent list mean? That both center and state have to take participate, as you have said, right? I'll repeat this. It is in the concurrent list, listed as one of the items in concurrent list. Concurrent list means that both center and state have got the respective responsibilities to discharge for delivering power to the consumer. This is what it is. Okay. So this is part of the constitution.